So I gotta bend this a bit because, not that way, I gotta bend it the other way because all right, so here I ended up not actually using this piece or using this tube bender because it just wasn't hard enough to bend, wasn't strong enough to bend that. So I actually went out and bought one, medium duty one. So after I couldn't do that, I just went ahead and moved on. So then here I'm actually installing, I got the wife helping me, but she's helping me install the drive shaft because, as you know, kind of got to stick one end in there and then back it over. And then we got it in, easy day. And then here, what we were doing was prepping the firewall for the pigtail of the wiring harness to bring it into the interior area for storage of the ECU. So we're going to use the GM or the Pontiac GTO ECU with a HP Tuner's tuner, and here we're just kind of taking the interior bits off so we can make it easier on ourselves to push those connectors through there, which was a bit of a chore. All right, so we got the rubber grommet off of this, and we took it off the white piece here and then just pulled it up. And then from the inside, we removed the ECU, and then we were able to access this white piece and pop it off there. Now we're just gonna undo it right here, and it should unclip from around this, and will give us room for shove all this through. Okay, so here I'm just getting the intake situated. The length of it is a little long, so I kind of had to adjust it behind the headlight of the driver's side. So I'm kind of just figuring out how to go about doing that, but easy day. So here we're starting to work on the fuel lines and where we're going to route them. We're just trying to identify essentially where we're going to run the fuel lines up and where they're going to connect, and then go from there. right, so good news is I finally did something right, and all these fuel lines are gonna disappear because we opted for the Sikky fuel line to go directly to our fuel rail. So the interesting part is we just had to pull this thing off, and the Sikky pump hooks directly up to the fuel pump, or the Sikky line directly hooks up to the fuel pump line. So now I'm gonna route my, oh wait, sorry. There you go. Now you can see it better. So we're gonna pull these puppies out, and then we're gonna free up a lot of space that we don't have right down here. See how the lines are kind of resting on the header? Then we gotta do something about the brake lines for the rear, and we'll go. All right, fuel rails hooked up. We got the Sikky fuel line kit, which I highly recommend because you can ditch all of those extra fuel lines. This is the evap line. I don't know where it's gonna hook up, but I may just put like a breather line on it. I don't know. Let me know. All right, so here was another big moment where we were starting to get the cooling system ready to install. Kind of a pillar moment for me, so enjoy. All right, so since there's nowhere on the internet that has this good, these two connect underneath the motor, and this one has a 90-degree elbow coming off the thermostat housing right here, and this side will connect directly to the lower outlet of the radiator, or inlet of the radiator, whatever you want. And then we'll put the upper radiator hose on there. Sound good to you?
Yep.
All right, so this was a little bit of a workout. I had to blend my full-blown tubes that came with my radiator. Gotta chop them up a little bit and use them here because there are a couple of weird angles. This one still doesn't sit on there too well. but this is like a tight 45, or a 45 to another, a little more than a 45. And so I had to go on here. I'm gonna push it a little further on, but you can see the routing. It goes underneath, right there. It goes underneath my condenser by the oil pan, and then all the way over to the other side. So that was a bit interesting, but we're making progress. Now we're just gonna, now that we've fitted it all, I'm gonna leave the intake tube off for a bit, and then we're gonna do the wiring for the 2 fans and go from there. Just wanted to highlight this for a second. That was the hood closed. That's the first time it's closed in a long time. Either way, thanks for making it this far. Stay tuned. There's going to be several videos coming out. We made a lot of progress. So thanks for watching.